Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and it is PSA Day. We have ourselves here 58 cards. 58 cards that we are sending to PSA. I've already got them loaded in the computer. I haven't paid yet. It's ready. It's right up to the payment point, but I figured why pay, and then if something goes wrong and it takes me a week to get these boxes, they're like, where is the cards? So I'm going to now prep the cards, get them in the sleeves, and at the end of this video, hopefully all 58 cards. I may split it into 2 videos if it's taking longer than I think, and honestly I do think it's going to take pretty long, so it may be 2 or 3 videos, but we're going to clean them, we're going to look at them in the grading tool. It does not matter what they are. We're probably not going to look at every single one. It's mostly just clean, get them in a new penny sleeve, and get them in the, what are they, semi-soft, that is what they want us to put them in for grading, and then we'll move on. So let's not waste any time. Let's go. These cards are in an order because I've already submitted them. The first 6 cards are Sugar White's cards, not my cards, and then the rest of them are my cards. Some of these seem very silly to be grading, but there are things about the cards we love, and sometimes it doesn't matter that if we get a 10, it's only going to be a $24 card at a 10, and we doubt we're going to get a 10, that kind of a thing. We just want to get some of these cards graded. So let me switch over to this so we can see the cards. First card that Sugar is sending is his 1991 Joe Montana Upper Deck with the 3 pictures. We have a couple of these going. I have a Nolan Ryan going, and I don't know if I have the Jim Abbott going now or if I have him going, if I'm saving him for the next shipment, but I have the Jim Abbott one as well. So what I've been told to do is you wipe from the inside out, clean the card of any excess stuff. Probably should just use the second one to hold it. There we go. Don't want to touch it, get all the fingerprints off. There should not be fingerprints on it because these were opened with gloves. Do the same on the back. Gentle, just wipe off anything that may come, and then what we're going to do is we're going to give it a brand new sleeve, and I'm going to get a brand new glove. Yeah, there they are, brand new glove. Use glove on one hand, not on both, because it's hard to get the sleeves to open when you use gloves on both. So I will do this. The glove, this side, brand new sleeve, not the old sleeve. That's the old sleeve. Let's grab a brand new sleeve. Before we do this, let's stick it down. Like I said, we're not going to do this with every card, but according to this, if I understand it correctly, and I said earlier when we were playing around with this that I would do this a little different if it was me. If I had time, I'd set up the camera from up top so you get a better view, because the way the camera is angled, where it's going down at the card, it's real easy to see certain aspects and real difficult to see like this line here at the bottom, whether it's on or not. But we're right in the black. We can see that the line on this side is 3, and it's really hard to tell because it's not even lined. Like the line that's 3 is off. I'm going to say this isn't centered. Well, you see, I can't even. We're not going to be worried too much about the center. If I see a card that has obvious lines, then I'll worry about this. I'll figure out the centering, or I'll decide if I want to. But this one, it's just too hard to tell what they're looking for. Are they looking? Let me get it in there first. Are they looking for how much fat white and that white, even though that white and the black picture, we're going to that picture and that picture, or are we counting that and they're supposed to be the same amount of white? I'm not exactly sure. That is a new experience for me. But then, you see, I hate this. I really wish they'd say use top loaders. This is so, and I know they're saying this is so tight that it won't move around in shipping. But it's also so tight that you're going to bend it getting in there. I can't believe you don't do damage to the edges. Getting it in there, it's so tight. The other thing is, I don't know why. I mean, I understand them saying you don't need a tab, but why would they say don't use a tab? Like, oh. These things suck. All right, there we go. And they say use this because it doesn't slide around in there. But it's like, if there was a little tab sticking out the top there where you could just pull it, it would be so much easier and less chance of damaging. There we go, one down. Let's hope that cleaning helped, or at least it didn't need to be cleaned and the cleaning didn't hurt. All right, our second one, take it out of the top loader. Here's our top loader stack. And then I'm going to take this one. I had a little tab on it. You can see there was a tab because I was sending it, but now we're going to use a brand new one that's different. Put that down there. Use that to hold the cover. This is a John Elway 1993 Edge. I don't know. I'm going to call it cracked ice because that's what it looks like nowadays. It's cracked ice, but I don't think that's what it was called back then. This is like one of the things that I was talking about. I think that this, and I did not see a sale for this one specifically, but there are several of the John Elway. He had several in this set with different pictures, and I saw one sell, and at a 10.0 it sold, I think, at $28 or something. And at that point, it's almost not worth grading because I'm touching it, you dummy. Because you almost pay that to get them graded. So the whole point being, it doesn't matter. It is a cool card. We're going to get it graded. And it's the type of card that never going to go down. This is only going to go up. So, you know, one day some John Elway collector is going to want that and be willing to pay more than the $30. And if not, it's still a cool card to have in your collection. It's hard. That one, I could have checked the edges. The bottom and top edge is not really going to, but you can check the top edge against the side edges. And, you know, I just... I was all gung-ho about doing it until I did the first card, and I was like, I really don't care. I really don't care. I just want to get these sent, and that's just going to add an extra several hours on my effort now. Maybe that is my impatience and my desire to do the right thing and make sure is going to cost us in the long run, because we're going to be sending cards that come back as 7s, and we could have sent a different card instead. I guess maybe, but everything I'm sending to get graded, I want to get graded. So I'm not that upset about getting a 7. Alright, so I say that now. When they come back and they're 7s, then I'll be like, damn it. This card number 3, still sugars. First 6 are sugars. Cal Ripken Stadium Club Black Foil. Black foil is the rarer of the foils. In fact, in all the Stadium Club I've only pulled 2. I pulled that, and I pulled a Joe Adele. Actually, I don't even think I pulled the Joe Adele. I think the Joe Adele I may have got on someone else's break. But either way, if it was me or Joe Adele, me or someone else's break, I've only seen 2. I've gotten tons of the red foil. So red foil is definitely more common than the black. But, legend, one of my favorites of all time, Cal Ripken. And it's another situation where it's not like he's playing. There's next to 0 chance this card is ever going down. So a Cal Ripken fan comes across this, and it's a black foil, and it's graded high. Can be worth... It can definitely go up, even if it's not selling for a ton these days. Had to wait until I started doing this for my nose to start itching. So if you guys are watching, maybe on replay on YouTube, and you are like, hey, you're missing this aspect, or you're not doing this, or feel free to leave me a comment down below. This is my first ever PSA subscription. Also, if you have some suggestion on how to get it in these without feeling like I'm going to damage the card. I definitely feel like I'm going to damage the card a lot more in these than I do a top loader. I do not like these at all. There we go. I also kind of want it to be not crooked, and I guess that doesn't really matter, but that's how I'm trying to do it. Alright, there we go. Cal Ripken. That card looks like it's in good shape. Most of these cards look like they're in really good shape. There's 1 or 2, especially like the Kobe Bryant rookies we'll get to, that are just not, they're definitely not 10s. But sending them in, those are the ones that are going to come back 7s, and I'm aware of it. And I say 7s, but they may be 4s. It's part of the process is learning this. But they're Kobe rookies, and the 10s are selling for thousands of dollars. So, I mean, they're not the great rookies. They're, insert subset rookies. But still, you go on Market Movers and you find them, and they're in the $1,000 range. Same with the Griffey. I'm actually a little nervous about the Griffey, because the Griffey looks good. And I don't know if there's any... These are all... My problem is the Griffey, if it came back at 10, would be worth, I don't know, it's something like $5,000 or something. But a 9 is only worth, $200 and something. Well, I'm sending these to be graded, and they're asking for the value. And if its value is under 300, then it can be part of this lot. And if not, I have to make another lot. And it's like, I'm never going to have 20 cards whose values are over 300. That's just not me. It needs to go here. So I valued it as if I was going to get a 9 on it, which is very possible and highly likely that I only get a 9 on it. But at the same time, I'm a little worried that they look and say, well, he expected to get a 9 because he didn't put 5,000, so give him a 9. And that would not be the proper way to run the business, obviously. The proper way would be, if it's a 9, then give it a 9, and if it's 10, give it a 10. But I just don't know. I've got that weird sneaking, not feeling or suspicion, just nervousness about me. All right, Pro Set Platinum Brett Favre Rookie. Here's another one that it's like, that's a cool card. That one, if it gets graded and goes well, it's still not going to break the bank. But it's Brett Favre. It's a legend. And just having these things in, and like I said, these are Yofros, sugar whites. So it's not me. But for me, if I had this card, I'd probably be grading it too. And I'm grading similar cards like it as well. And the whole point is, if I get myself a case and go sit at a convention, a small convention, and people have all their amazing cards, I'm going to look like this little silly boy with a Pro Set Platinum Favre. But that's okay, because I got to start somewhere. And starting somewhere and feeling a little embarrassed that you're not the same level as everyone there, well, that's better than not being there at all. So, trying to fill up my Zion case, which I should be getting in another couple of weeks, with a bunch of graded cards, and then going out and trading and buying more. That's the whole startup. I want to go to Atlanta and go to HQ, Cards HQ. I want to shake hands with a couple of guys on the show, Market Movers guys. And what I'd like to tell them is, you guys do an amazing job. I've been watching you for years. I love your content. Keep it up. If I had one major critique would be, if you have time, add content for the smaller collector. I can spend between $100 and $300 per paycheck on cards, and I don't want to save it up for 7 paychecks to buy the $1,000 cards and $3,000 cards you guys are talking about. So give us some content every time you talk about the junk wax, or more importantly, the junk slab era. I understand that you're not here. This is the last sugar white card. It's an Amon-Ra St. Brown Starlight. This is Starlight. This took a while to figure out, because I have a Jalen Waddle in here too that is a known as a Starburst, but also known as a Galaxy is its true name, but I'd known it as a Starburst, which is what I almost called this. And those things are cool. So is this. I like this Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm a big fan. Anyway, and like they come on and they say top 5 of the week, and they show the cards, and they show the investment card of the week, and they're showing things like Mike Schmidt rookie, and I'm like, yeah, well, unless I'm buying a Mike Schmidt rookie graded at 4, I'm not buying a Mike Schmidt rookie. We're trying to build to that. We're trying to get to where you are, and maybe the whole point is they don't want people trading that stuff. They want people to stop working with that low level stuff and focus on the bigger level stuff, and then maybe the junk slab era disappears. But I don't believe that the junk slab era is a bad thing. I don't believe that the junk slab era is going away anytime soon, and I think that they'd be better to embrace the junk slab era. And you see the size of this store, they absolutely have embraced the junk slab era. There's no way that they don't have junk slab in a store that size. But if they took a row and they said, in this row, that's your junk slab, you can come and get 10.0s for under $100, I would go in there with $300 and buy 5 or 6 of those cards. Things that I think would go up. And I haven't been there yet. I don't know that they don't already do something like that. But on their videos, they do not really go with the, hey guys, right now Anthony Edwards is hot. If you pick up Illusions, if you can get yourself a jumbo box of Illusions from that year, which I think is 2021. Very nice. You could get an Anthony Edwards rookie in that, and that graded at a 10.0 is worth over $100. That's how a small guy who can't spend lots of money can find himself with Anthony Edwards rookie cards. Are they the $12,000 Anthony Edwards rookie cards that are? No, but talk to us, help us out. Say this is a bad idea. Do it this way instead, or that's the way that I do it. And I know that I'm losing money because I'd rather lose a little money and get to open boxes, because for me, opening boxes is the whole point of the... Alright, so this is it, guys. That's my card. That's the one we're doing this all for. Shohei Ohtani Stadium Club rookie. When I was breaking, I had someone... I hope you guys can follow my train of thoughts when I switch from one statement to another like that. But I had someone buy the... when we bought the 2018 Stadium Club, and we were doing that, they bought the Angels. And they bought it for fairly inexpensive. It was, I don't know, $27 I think they ended up paying for it. They also bought a couple other teams. In fact, they bought a lot of other teams. And it was, I don't remember exactly how we did it, but it was like $3 for the first team, $1 for each additional team, or $5 for the first team, or something like that. So when she was done, her shipping should have been like $28 or something. We had a $15 cap on our shipping. We decided that we've had shipping go out that was over $10. That happened quite a bit. And we had to pay for the envelopes and the boxes and the everything and our time. So $15 was probably the most we were ever going to cost us to ship. And she was like, wasn't paying $15 shipping. It wasn't going to be $15 to ship. And I was like, well, unfortunately, it is going to be pretty close to that. It's going to be nearly $12 to ship with all the teams you bought. And so she refused to pay, and this stayed with us, and now I'm sending it in, and hopefully it comes back with a good grade. This is the one I'm second most want a 10 on. Now, even though it's the one I'm most excited to grade, a 10 on that. I don't remember what Market Movers said. It had it. It was there in Market Movers. I found that Market Movers doesn't have. I mean, it has a lot of cards, but there's a lot of cards it does not have. And I was like, oh wow. And they say, we got 3 million cards, which is true. But you hear that number and you're like, wow, that's a lot of cards. And then you go look for John Elway. And they're like, well, we have John Elway in all of this, but, he has 3,000 cards, and we have 400 of his 3,000. And you're like, well, what happens if I'm trying to find out information on the rest? So 3 million cards is a lot of cards, but I almost thought they were putting them in by set, I guess. I don't know how it works, and you'd have to link, and so they're jumping around and picking random cards. They're like, there's no reason to have these commons, which I understand, I guess. But I just thought I'd pick a set, and every card in that set would be there. It's not how it works. But that's the card I'm most excited to get graded. This is the card that I would most like the 10 on. It looks, when you look at that border, I feel like the centering is great. And for me, the centering is the thing that worries me the most on cards. So, man, if this came back, this changes everything. The one thing that would be tough is if this comes back at 10, I'm going to have trouble selling that and not sticking it in my safe. I may stick it in my safe, if safety deposit box, if it comes back at 10. If it comes back anything else, then I'm reselling it and trying to make more money to do more things. I think we're going to get enough cards that if this comes back at a 10, and I don't think it will, but just because I'm not lucky enough, but if this comes back at 10 and I stick that in my safe and I sell off the rest of the cards, I still am going to make more than the $1,000 we're spending on grading. Now, you might say, well, yes, that's $1,000 on grading, but the cards have value too. I understand that, but since I'm starting, you know what I didn't do? Damn it, I'll have to do it on the second shipment. Or something else. I'll think about it when these come back. But none of these cards I spent money on. Now, obviously, all of the cards I spent money on, or for the most part, all the cards I spent money on. But the point being that it's not like I'm tracking it. If these cards went on the shelf and never got seen again, I'm not sitting here going, but the money I spent on them, I don't think of the money. Going forward, I am going to think of the money. I'm going to say, and then I bought this, and then I graded this, and the cost for the card and the cost for the grading was this, so I need to get this back, kinda. But the only other thing I would say is if this came back a 10, and I could get, and I keep saying 5,000, but I don't really know what the number was. I don't remember exactly. But if it came back and I got, let's say, 5,000 for it, part of me feels like with $5,000 I could buy, because I got this out of a sealed complete set. I didn't buy this out of a pack. I feel like I could buy 10 seal complete sets for like $2,000 and send those 10 in, and I might get another 10. And it might just be the way to go. Just buy them, send in 10 or buy 20, because you have to have a minimum of 20, and then send in 20 Ken Griffey cards, and then hopefully you get a couple 10s in that, and then just do that. Flood the market with them. That'd be terrible. Alright, so this is one that I've lied to you guys, and you guys probably know I've lied to you guys, and I didn't know it. I didn't know. I kept saying, and then my Joe Montana rookie. This is the Joe Montana 1983. His rookie is the 1981. It looks a lot like this. It says NFL Pro on the side. I thought this was the rookie. It still does pretty well, graded, and we're still grading it, but it's a significantly different card since it's not the rookie. I really thought that was the rookie, and I really thought I had a rookie. I may still have a rookie, and this isn't the one I thought it was. I may need to I am going to keep looking through my cards, but I may go through my cards and then pull the rookie and go, there it is. And at the same time, the one that I thought I had may also be an 83. I may have two of these 83s. I know I have another one somewhere. This one's a little off center. You can see it's a little off center. Little left, right to left. But yeah, you turn it over and you can see, oh, yeah, look at that. That is definitely not his rookie card. Oops. So we will grade it. It is one of the 5 cards that I most want to grade, even though it's not a rookie. I don't know if you're even supposed to do this on the back with paper, but hopefully we got all the surface stuff off. I see, you can see, like, up there and here, and even in the one. I don't know if that's something or if that's on his jersey in the picture, but I don't expect a high grade on that one. I just think that with the more vintage type cards, the older the card is, the more people will forgive a badder grade. And a Montana fan that doesn't have thousands of dollars might say, well, you know, I'm okay with a 6 or a 7. And that's the world we live in anyway. This card was a 10. It'd be too rich for our blood. Alright, here we go. The number 4 of my top 5. The Tony Gwynn rookie. This one we pulled ourselves on a What's in the Box Wednesday. This is one of 2 cards. Well, I guess the Ohtani too, but these are one of 2 cards that we pulled on a What's in the Box Wednesday. So if these things come back good, proves to me that What's in the Box Wednesday can be fun and profitable. But that's got a really nice edge, really nice frame. So I don't think that I think that that's going to be a 10 on the borders at least. But it is a Gwynn Fleer rookie. His Topps rookie is worth a whole lot more than this. I didn't realize how much more the Topps rookie was worth when graded. So we need to look into doing that. I have a Topps rookie, but it's graded NLG. It was really difficult to not grade this next level grade. This is one of my guys, and I will get one. I may even buy another box of these and get one next level graded. But this one was so nice, and we were so ready to do this PSA that I need to get it going. I need to get this in there, and I need to get this graded. And if I have to sell it, again, kind of like the Ken Griffey, I feel like if this came back a 10, and I don't think it will, obviously, they'll find something wrong with it, but if this came back a 10, I'd have so much trouble not putting that in my safe. I have a safety deposit box that got, and I got it just for my investments. I'm heard for years to diversify, so I'm diversifying. I got some crypto, I'm buying some stocks, and I'm buying physical gold, not just crypto, or not just stock gold, but physical gold that I'm putting in my safety deposit box, and I'm buying some cards that I'm going to put in my safety deposit box, and I'm buying some comics, first appearances in comics that I'm putting in my, diversify. This is my last one. This is my 5th. We pulled this one as well on What's in the Box Wednesday. We had some border issues, and we thought the Darryl Strawberry was a rookie, and it wasn't. We've had that conversation. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm definitely an amateur at this. But we didn't get the Gooden rookie at all. We got 2 Clemens rookies, and they were not in great shape. One was badly cut, and the other one was not badly cut, but it wasn't really good, and it had some spots on it. And this one sounds like someone's calling me on Discord. I think that's what that is. hear it in the other room. But Kirby Puckett, that's one of my guys as well, and that border is nice. So we're going to sleeve this up, and then I think we're going to call this part 1 of the video. Those 11 cards, my 5 and Stu's 6, those are the first chunk. Those are the important cards. We got to get Stu some good grades, and those are my 5 big ones. And then when we come back with the next video, we will we'll do some more. We have another 47 cards to go in part 2. So guys, I'll see you there. You guys have fun. Take care. I hope that this is working out for us. I'm pretty excited. Bye-bye.